All right, let's just jump right into it because today we are going on an absolute roller coaster ride. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tracking the wildly chaotic, literally unpredictable evolution of one single Japanese word. A word that's going to take us bouncing from medieval tax evasion, straight into post-WWI espionage, and right into the modern worlds of ultra-luxury dining and extreme sports.
So think about this for a second. What on earth connects an ancient feudal tax loophole, a massive Cold War spy fail by Western intelligence, a plate of elite Osaka sushi, and the heavy-duty gear used for extreme monster fishing? Take a second. I know, it sounds like the setup to the most absurd joke ever written, right? But I promise you, the connection is absolutely real, it's completely documented, and it all boils down to just one thing.
The word Tokuryo. That's it. One single, totally polysemous word, meaning it has a whole bunch of wild, unrelated personalities, bridging all of these completely disconnected worlds. You know, language is a living, breathing, and sometimes deeply confused thing, and there's honestly no better example than the wild ride of the word Tokuryo.
Act 1. Medieval Shrines and Tax Loopholes. Let's see how this all kicked off as a brilliantly clever financial maneuver.
Okay, let's rewind a bit to the year 1092. An imperial decree slaps some really heavy shrine repair duties on the provinces of Osumi, Satsuma, and Hyuga, down in southern Kyushu. Naturally, local lords and land managers weren't exactly thrilled about paying these state taxes. So what did they do? They got creative. By 1197, we see official land registries confirming something incredible. Local leaders were just donating their lands to the powerful Kagoshima Jingu Shrine. By giving the land to the shrine, they shielded it from provincial government confiscation. Fast forward to the 1600s in the Edo period, and we see variations of this pop up like Tenryo, which were the direct, tax-free lands of the shogunate. But the blueprint? That was set centuries earlier.
So the crucial point here is this specific definition, Tokuryo. This was essentially the ultimate ancient tax shelter. The local lords figured out a brilliant split tax system. Standard taxes went to the provincial government, sure, but local dues and labor were funneled directly to the shrine to fund these incredibly elaborate ceremonies. By claiming their land was Tokuryo, which often just got shortened to Tokuryo, they effectively dodged the state entirely. They built up massive regional power, which eventually helped form the gargantuan Shimazu estate.
Now, I know you might be looking at this thinking it's just some dry academic text, right? But if you read between the lines, this isn't just dusty history. This is literally the paper trail of the ultimate feudal financial hack.
And get this, we actually have the 1197 land registry from the Kamakura period physically documenting these exact Tokuryo estates. This proves that Tokuryo started its life as a highly specific, bureaucratic land tenure classification. It was basically a zoning law, but oh boy, language did not let it stay that way for long.
Which brings us to Act 2, the Secret Society translation fail. We are rocketing out of medieval tax law and landing smack in the middle of post-WW2 espionage.
So picture this. On one side of the coin, we have the Tokuryo. Founded in 1901 by Uchida Ryohei, this was the infamous Black Dragon Society. We're talking a very real, very intimidating, ultra-nationalist organization heavily involved in espionage and militant youth movements in Imperial Japan. But then on the flip side, we have the Tokuryo. What is the Tokuryo? Absolutely nothing. It's a total phantom. After the war, Western spies, journalists, and allied intelligence officers were trying to translate captured Japanese documents. But they struggled so badly with the complex phonology of the kanji characters for Kokuryu that they misheard it. They completely mistranslated it into Tokuryu. They accidentally invented a terrifying fake secret society out of thin air.
I mean, just listen to this actual quote from 1945 Allied Intelligence Report. Imagine an officer typing this up with a completely straight face. Japanese still fear the Black Dragon, the evil and infamous Tokuryo. It's pure cartoony irony. A simple phonetic translation error forever etched a totally fake secret society into mid-century English language archives. You literally can't make this up.
Act 3. From Sushi to Sea Monsters. Say goodbye to Cold War phantom spies, because we're jumping straight into the modern era.
13,200 Japanese yen. That is the price tag for the signature omakase course at a super premium elite dining spot established in 2017 in the Honmachi district of Osaka. And the name of this restaurant? Sushi Tokuryo. Sushi Tokuryo is basically the absolute pinnacle of elite edame-style sushi. The chef uses masterful nigiri techniques. We're talking rice seasoned with rich, complex akazu red vinegar. They serve this melt-in-your-mouth hanmaguro toro, which is bluefin tuna belly, delicate white shrimp, and rare sea urchin tasting comparisons. It's an incredibly calm, understated, luxurious environment. It's so exclusive they even have to add a 10% international service charge just to handle the global culinary tourists clamoring to get a seat.
But wait, remember how I said this word has multiple lives? For the ultimate contrast, think about Sushi Tokuryo. Delicate, calm, lead dining focused on bluefin tuna belly. But completely on the other end of the spectrum, we have Tokuryo Line Lab. This is a brand of high-performance fishing braid manufactured by a Taiwanese synthetic fiber company. The vibe here? High-octane, heavy-duty offshore fishing. Their specialty is literally dragging 100-pound sea monsters out of the deep ocean. While the sushi chef is using red vinegar and a delicate blade, these anglers are using 8-strand Japanese synthetic fiber.
Let's just geek out on the engineering here for a quick second, because the specs on the Tokuryo Jigging Pro line are insane. It uses 100% Japanese ultra-high molecular weight polyethylene. It features an 8-strand high-density braiding process that is silicone-coated to reduce friction right through the rod guides. It uses a C/AC twist method before braiding to maximize your bite sensitivity. And this is the really brilliant part. It uses a 5-color metering system, changing color every 10 meters so you know exactly how deep your jig is without needing some expensive digital line counter. It's perfectly engineered to be supple for casting, but stiff enough to prevent those awful wind knots on your spinning reel. Honestly, from ancient tax law to this.
Act 4. The Wild World of Words. Let's look at just how beautifully chaotic human language can actually be.
Because the chaos doesn't even stop with sushi and fishing. Tokuryo is quite literally everywhere if you just know where to look. As of 2025, there's a Tokuryo Co. Ltd. Sitting right in the Urban Corporate Registry of Shibuya, Tokyo. Over in Katsushika, the term Tokuryo is used as institutional shorthand. It's a directory path for specialized dental care for patients with complex disabilities. And we can't forget the Gyotokuryo, a vital Edo period administrative domain over in Chiba that served as a massive salt production hub and river transport node connecting right to the capital. One single sound, literally infinite possibilities.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. If Tokuryo can mean a medieval tax shelter, a completely fake spy ring, high-end sushi, and monster fishing line, what wildly different meanings might your own name have in another language, or say 1,000 years from now? Words are alive, they're chaotic, and they are never, ever just one thing. Thanks so much for diving into this with me, and as always, keep questioning what you read.